Here's what you need to start a fire. A little bit of newspaper to get it started. I've got on the red on the paper there, you can see is a little propane lighter which I can use to, without having to waste lots of matches, I can get the fire started. So a tiny bit of newspaper, a couple of sheets is enough. Gloves on the hands to help pick up pieces of wood and be aware of things like blackberry with the thorns, and then rake up a pile of leaves, debris, litter on the ground, a little bit of paper, get that started, and off it goes. And at this time of the year, it's starting, which is like round about the equinox, it can burn, I'm finding, very, very easily. One of the tools of the trade that's very useful is a steel rake, so that it doesn't burn, steel handle, and I find it's not too heavy, not too light, and it's about 3 metres long, I suppose, and very useful for not only raking up litter to start the burn, but also to put the fire out if it starts to race in the wrong direction. You can use the back of the prongs and belt out basically any fire going in the wrong direction, if the fire is fairly moderate, as this fire is, and not at all getting out of control. Further up on the hill here, you can see where I started a couple of small fires. They burnt very readily. I'm just letting them peter out basically, but they've a little bit of wind behind them which helps to get them moving, and they have burnt up a lot of litter on the ground and made the whole area considerably safer for the summer ahead. So there's more to do, but very pleased at the progress to date. And coming back down, you'll see just behind the fire here, there's a blackbutt tree with the base of it. It's a eucalyptus. You can see the base on one side has been burnt. The blackbutts, which is Eucalyptus patens, have a fibrous bark which is very sensitive to fire, in that a fire can come within a centimetre or two of that and will race up the trunk like you wouldn't believe and start burning it. So, hence the name, I'm sure, of that eucalypt being known as blackbutt. And just next to me here on the near where I've just propped up the rake, I'll just walk a little bit backwards from this, another blackbutt which got the blackbutt courtesy of my burning a few weeks back, and it whipped up that trunk about 3 or 4 metres in the space of seconds, and I was rapidly trying to put that out. It's very thick bark, it doesn't actually, fairly mild like this, it doesn't do it any particular harm. But I have learnt now, if I'm starting a fire in an area, to rake the litter half a metre or so out from that trunk, so that it doesn't go up when the fire advances. As around here, I've cleared around that one, and further up the hill where I got that started today, I've actually raked away the leaves and debris from around those trunks, so that the trees will be unscathed by a burn-off at this fairly low level. So it's one of the really fun things to do this time of the year, relatively safely. It's late afternoon, the temperature's dropping now, and it's fairly safe for these fires. They'll be petering out over the next half an hour or so. I'll keep a watch on them, and they'll have cleaned up a whole lot more debris on the hillside here in Balingup. So here's another blackbutt. You can see I managed to get that one too in a recent fire, and we have several down here. I'll just take it slowly down here. I think I've contributed to all those blackbutts having blackbutts, and going on that one there, until I figured out it was really worth keeping away the litter before you start. And there's one pretty much in the centre there where it definitely went up 2 or 3 metres, and there was one over there too. But from now on, I'm trying to keep my eucalyptus trees here, Eucalyptus patens, blackbutts, without too many blackbutts. And that's it.